This video is brought to you by Squarespace.
Hello everybody, glad you could make it. My name is Kaylee Ellen and welcome to my grow tent tour. I know it's been a while in the making. It's not perfect and I will explain when we go along, but I'm going to hop right into it and just show you all the plants that I have here in this tent. I think it's about 2.4 meters, probably by about 1.8 meters. It's not a very big tent. And I'm doing my best to keep it, not overpopulated, I guess you could say. It's hard. But anyway, let's get right into it. So the first thing I might start with is this on the floor, okay? It's going to go, it's going to be sold, but at the moment I just have a random kind of, like a big dish of stuff. So it's not been, it's not had the best chance because it is all in a bucket, but I've had to do it for storage reasons. So we have some random things in here like crystallinum. We have a Syngonium chiapense variegated. We have a ridiculous amount of variegated Adansonii. Oh my goodness, we've got loads of stuff. We have some really weird no-IDs, more Adansonii. There is a cheeky spiritus here. We have a few different things, and it does all need sort of sorting out. Wow, there is a lot of Adansonii. Special offer on Adansonii, guys. Get in touch. This will move. This will be sold, so I'm not really going to talk about it, to be honest. It'll either be sold, or if I can't sell it, I'm going to throw it out because I need the space. So, why don't we start with the edges? So, you will see propagations and things like that, but generally speaking, the edges aren't Anthurium based. They're actually basically anything else that I have left over. I'm going to start from the top to the bottom because it's more interesting. First thing we have up here, I can't really tip him, so I'm going to have to pull him down. We have this guy. This is a smaller variegated gloriosum prop that I'm currently, as you can see, propping. It doesn't really want to root, which annoys me to no end. I have here next to it a wonderful variegated philodendron golden dragon that is rooting. We have my mother plant of Delta Force that hangs down like this. This is non-TC. This is the original mother plant. It's been chopped back a lot over the last 2 years just because it's had a rough ride. You can see here, look, it's the mother plant. So that's her. She does have another leaf up here. I will do something with her, but for now she's sort of been just slapped up there. I have my mother plant of my wonderful Spathiphyllum Ghost, which is right here. And you will see propagations of this as we go down in a second because I'm selling the pups, basically. So, I will have to move this thing. Can we zoom out? No, this is max. That's really annoying. Okay, so I'll hold that out of the way. Over here, as you can probably see, we have some mysterious dark boy, which is, it's this guy. Right? He's fine. People keep asking me if he's alive. He is, look, but he's desperate to have basically a repot and a trim. I've not done it because I've literally not had the time, but he is fine, look. If I just pull him there, you will see him. His newer leaf, unfortunately, Ben created a bit of a mishap with him. Let's just pull him out. 2 seconds, guys. There. That's his new leaf. It's hardened off a while ago, as you can probably tell, but it's had a bit of a beating in here. I don't know what happened when I went away. Ben did something. Blaming it on Ben. He's probably caught it on these cable ties here. But for now, I know it seems ridiculous, but he really is just slotted up like that because he's huge, guys. These shelves are about 1.60 meter something tall. So he's very tall. He's very, very tall. But anyway, what we have here are some, not all, some of the props of him. So he's really cool. And you can see past this new leaf here where the maturity is starting to come in and it's starting to go dark look compared to the older leaves. So that's really cool. Sorry, I'm getting smacked by that Delta Force. I have a variegated philodendron atabapoense. That is for sale, by the way, if you're wondering what it's here for. I am selling it in its entirety. And it's very cool, and it's very stable. That's what she looks like. Again, get in touch if you want it. After that, we have a bunch of different things. This is actually, it shouldn't really be here. This is Anthurium Selby Silver, and I put it in here to root, and oh, look at it. It's done really well. Here are the pups of the Spathiphyllum. There's one here. There's this one here, which is nice and big, and it's coming in really nice and light. See, look at that. It's amazing. So those are here. I also have some variegated gloriosum growing away, even. Can't speak. There's one that's too variegated. I have one behind here that is doing all right. Let me try and get the camera in. Sorry, guys. These shelves are really short. Then we have one there. Next shelf, I don't really need to even zoom in on it, to be honest. It's mainly variegated gloriosum. There's a cheeky Delta Force here, basically. But everything else is variegated gloriosum, with the exception of this one. Now, I think this one I actually took from the shop because I really liked it. And it was just like a round, like white veined gloriosum, but I liked him and he was a bit different, so I've kept him. So we have him. We do actually have, and this does need propagated because it's all over the place. Oh, hello. That'll just be green though. It's philodendron billeti crossed with El Choco red. And he's not very red on the back. It's the same plant. Yeah, he's green on the back of him. But that's what he looks like. You should be able to see both in there. He needs chopped, and I can easily sell propagations of him. He shouldn't look like that, to be fair. He should be longer. I've not had time to chop him up, really. But I'm currently growing variegated gloriosum. Normally what happens is I let them pump out a couple of variegated leaves. I then clip them, and then I root them separately, and then I will sell them as plants. So, for example, this one here, don't know what it's attached to, but this one I will probably cut, give it a couple of nodes with it, and then root it separately, and then I can sell it. So that's what we've got there. The gloriosum is the same. I know this looks white and this looks yellow. This is just how they emerge, guys. They emerge more yellowy, and then over time it fades to a white, so you can see there. I've only ever had one mother plant of variegated gloriosum type 1. It is the original. It is the original mother plant. All of it is. Like even in here, look, that looks yellow. This even looks yellow, but it is actually cooling down quite a bit. So yeah, that's the tea on that. The bottom of this shelf, basically propagations. Okay, I won't go into it too heavily. You can probably see from the tags. I've got Whippleway growing. Growing not amazingly, but it is growing. Some of them have failed. Some of them have done well. This one at the back's done okay. I literally never look down here. It's really bad. I've got a no ID here. Happy to sell off quite cheap. Right, this looks terrible. I'll tell you what it is. It's a a butt cut of my Hoplomena variegated rubescens. And it's, if you can see there, it's just decided it's not going to variegate, so that's probably going to get thrown out. This here, however, I'm very excited about. This here, can you see on the tag? It's a Bessii that I have that I would show you, but I've had to cut both leaves off yesterday because they were just ravaged. But it's basically a really spidery Bessii. I will be selling these, by the way, so again, if you're interested, let me know. It is UK only, though. Yeah, they are small, but obviously they'll be healthy as all hell because they've come from a little chunk. So that's them. I have a propagation of Dark Phoenix here, which doesn't look very Dark Phoenix, but it is literally a butt cut from the Dark Phoenix, so that needs potted up and sorted out. Other than that, I have some other stuff that's potentially failed, probably because it dried out. That's King of Clav. Like, literally, is that alive? Yes, it is, but it's not done anything. I do have more of them, though, so it's fine. There's just bits and bobs in there, but it's not as interesting as the other stuff. Oh, and here, can you tell what I have in here? I've kept it in here for ages. As you might be able to see, it's variegated micans. Why does that look so... Hang on a minute. Can I just take this out a second? That looks white. Yo, hang on. Hang on. Let's find this out together.
Are you looking to start a new business in 2025? Perhaps it's a new blog or a web shop, maybe even a portfolio, or you're opening up a new restaurant. The possibilities are endless with Squarespace. Squarespace is a one-stop shop to create your very own sleek and professional website built from a variety of modern and fully customizable templates. You don't need any technical knowledge whatsoever. I've been using Squarespace for years now. You guys know I love it, and I won't go anywhere else. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't really invest enough time into SEO, which is search engine optimization. And if I had to go about the whole thing myself, it would take so much time to research even where to start, let alone the tools needed to do it. With Squarespace, everything is handled for me. Every website created is optimized for meta descriptions, sitemaps, and much more, making sure your new website shows up more often on search engines, which of course increases your potential reach. If any of this sounds good to you, then you can try Squarespace for yourself for absolutely free. You can check out squarespace.com for a free trial, and then when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Kaylee Ellen to save 10% off your first website or domain purchase. Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
So there's normal variegated stuff. But why be this looking? That's white. Guys, that's white. Okay. That's white. That. Yep, okay. Well, you know what? Maybe I might propagate that at some point. Just maybe. Let's put a lid on it for now. Honestly, I put it in here and I just decided to forget about it, so whatever. It's fine. Right, other side. We stand up and show you where we're at. So that's the right-hand side. I'm now going to leave these till after. And we're going to do the left-hand side because, right, up here we have different things. This is so long, it's actually fell down really, but I need to do something about that. Up here, can you see, we have some more Mysterious Dark Boy. One of them is about ready for sale. I think it's this one here. Sorry, I know this is hard to see. That's his older leaf. I think he's ready for sale, and there might be clearly another one here that's ready for sale. I only do clones of those, so fair enough. My Oblique, my original wonderful Oblique, is doing so well in this tent. Look how healthy that is. I'm sorry, but on an Oblique, to be that dark and sexy, I'm very proud of that. We'll put that back up here. The Homolamina that I cut is up there, and guess what? It's still all green. It's still all green. Love that. That's about it. Up here I do have like a random, I think it's technically an OID here, this Anthurium. And I've got a Delta, or it could be Delta by Clav, that one. Hang on, what is it? Yeah, it is. It's different. So it's a cross that I've kept. Generally, there's not much interesting up there. So it comes down here. I have another random Spathiphyllum for sale, just sat here. I have this wonderful variegated philodendron UPI that I am rooting that just does not want to root. But when it does root, I'm happy to sell that off, to be honest, because it's, look at that. It is really good. So I can't even get it in. There you go. It's awesome. So I will be selling that. I don't know what this is here for. It does not need to be here, but whatever. I have a very sickly, bless it, cutting of Rhaphidophora tetrasperma that I kept when all my other plants sort of died. So I've got that. I've got my wonderful, can we see it back here? My Hoya that is growing in. Sorry, it doesn't want to focus. There's my Hoya. That's Polyneura, Hoya Polyneura. A random Alocasia cuprea that my dad gave me that honestly doesn't need to be here. It's in Leca, that's how I got it. Not a lot of point. Not a lot of point keeping it, but it's here. This is Delta Force crossed with itself. I'm happy to sell that, actually. I need to get rid of that. So if anyone's looking for that, that's Delta Force crossed with itself. How does it present? It presents a little bit differently from Delta. I mean, the mature one here has gone quite wide, actually. So that's interesting. Right, next to that, I've got a really interesting plant, and I don't know what it is. So it's a philodendron. This is the original leaf, because it's the best way to see it. Oh, hang on. I'm causing a scene here. Let's hope that doesn't happen twice. It's this big long thing here. It's not a spiritus or anything like that. It's not Bernardo Patzii. I think it's just a weird philodendron species. I'm not sure. But I have this guy, and only this guy. And he's rooted, and he's given me, obviously, leaves that are not as long. They will get a bit blasted, I think, by the light, because they are way too close. Like I can already see here on his little ear. He's been offended by one of the LEDs, but it's okay. Behind that, we have, oh, that one's reverting, that needs chopped. We have another variegated Atapapuense. So I probably will have to chop that at some point. What else do we have here? Oh, Hoya Heuschkeliana variegata as well. We also have a cutting of the Spathiphyllum, again, a larger one. It's not done so well, though, that one, but it doesn't matter because, to be honest, I've been selling these. I've been selling the pups. So it's fine. It doesn't bother me. What else do we have? Right, this is the kind of a bit of a Monstera section, and I have cut from this. So I have this amazing Monstera Jungle Mint that I have been cutting from, as well you might see there. That's an older leaf. That leaf is ancient, by the way. It is so old. There'll be a picture on my Instagram of this plant because you'll recognize this leaf. So you'll know how old these leaves are. And they're still going. So that's very cool. I have different variations of white monster there. I say different variations. It's all the same plant. It's just obviously it presents very differently sometimes. That looks to be a yellow variegated Monstera aurea. Again, more white monster here. This one here is very cool. It's Monstera Maryland. It's the large form. We love it. We love to see it. Loving that for me. But it's then immediately gone and given me a green leaf, so I'm a little bit annoyed. This one here, I don't know if it's coming off on camera. It's going to look a bit sickly because, to be honest, that is a little bit bleached. But can you see? Maybe, maybe not. It is actually green on green. Can you see it on this one better? Yes. It's Monstera green on green, and I'd like to sell these, really. But I think I might have to chop them down to sell them. I don't know. I did take a cutting, actually, here. You can see it better on this one. That's one leaf of the cutting, and then the second leaf of the cutting is here, but you should be able to see there is actually a lot of green on green. That is actually for sale, as it happens. Hence, I am rooting it here. But that's basically the Monstera section. I let them grow, I chop the heads off, and I sell them, basically. Right down here, we've got some different stuff. This, I can't remember the name of the hybrid of the begonia. That's really annoying. I'll have to look that up. It's not done so well because it keeps running out of water because I've not repotted it. I've just sat it in water most of the time. But ultimately, you know, it's healthy enough. It's healthy enough. We have a random no ID. I thought it was Magnificum, but I'm not so sure. We have a tiny little prop that it's just been ignored and it's dried out, so it's very sad with me. After that, these I definitely want to put for sale. They just need separated and repotted. This is Scindapsus Jade Satin Variegated, and it's clearly aurea. And we love that. We also have some at the back that's growing. It's really annoying because I'd never burnt this plant before. It was always perfect, and now I've burnt it since I've put it under here. But if you can see, that's growing really well as well. This is Aglaonema Manila's Pride, variegated. Very cute. A little bit of edema there on the leaf, but other than that, not so bad. This isn't great. Don't know what to do about that. I want it to look like this, really, and that's what it should look like. So that's a little bit much, but I might have to throw it out if I can't sell that, to be honest. Because somebody else might be willing to cut it down and sort of try again with it, but I don't have that level of time. I really don't. Right. So, we have covered all down this left side here, and I have whizzed over it because it's less interesting. We've semi-covered the bottom in this, thing, and then we've covered the Variegated Gloriosum and the bits and bobs up here. Now then, if I just step back out of my tent, we need to cover this, this, and this. Oh, and this. I'm going to start with the top row, right? And I know this looks squished. It's been temporarily sort of put up here, and I'll try and explain what's here. As I say, it's temporary because normally I would just have something on the floor here, but given I'm filming, I've had to put it up. So what we have is very upset Queen Anthurium here. This one actually got snapped. It fell off as it's trying to do again, and it snapped itself. You can tell it's a snap and not a cut, obviously, there. And it upset itself, so that's not great. We have a variegated Monstera and a tie 1.0 up there, which I do need to cut. The variegated Monstera, if you look at the pots here, is the left-hand pot. The tie is on the right, so the tie is actually reaching backward. Not ideal. We then have this amazing, and I know you're not going to be able to see very well due to the light, but this is dark form Anthurium forgetii. It's wonderful. It's big. It's flowering. It has a little bit of that in there, which it shouldn't have. That's from the shop, that. Hang on. Next to that, though, guys, next to that, can you see this? Look at that. That is absolutely mind-blowingly stunning. That is another Variegated Gloriosum. As I say, I have a few, and I will be propagating from a few. Very, very pretty. Love that. So here we have the mysterious no ID. That looks a bit crystally, but a bit webby. Can't really see the other leaf. It's hard to see it, to be honest. But can you see what I mean? It's like a crystallinum, only it's longer. It has a different shape, and it's usually more muted. You guys voted for me to name it Mysterious Webby Boy, so that's what he is. So we've named him. He's cute. He is flowering, but I didn't bother catching the pollen, so At some point I should do that. Next to him, hang on, he is not part of that plant. Let's put him back. Next to him we have, can you see him there? That is Anthurium Fort Sherman. Now he looks battered because he's quite new in. A lot of this is shipping damage. Sorry, I'm having to hold this with one hand now, guys. And I've been to the gym, so my arms are a bit shaky. But that is him. He looks very cool. Again, I can't show you him very well because he's so far up there. Next to him, this I'm going to do clones of because I love him. Ignore his, his bottom. But this here is Anthurium, what is it? Bigfoot by Blue Papillilaminum. Looking very cute. He is in flower and we've done 2 different crosses on him. One is a self and I think one is with the Forgetii dark form there. So that's cool. So at some point seeds will be ready. Probably can't show you the seeds very well. Next to him, we have Blue Pap. Literally Anthurium Blue Pap. Hopefully it looks a bit blue. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Behind that, we do have a couple of no IDs, but I can't really show you them right now. Plus, my arm is about to actually give way. It really is. So, if I can give my arm a rest. Oh, this is first row of the newer, basically the newer expensive stuff. Okay? I'll take you through them as best I can, and I can probably explain these ones a little bit better. So, this one here, what is it? Anthurium Carla Blacki, what is it? GPH 001 by Self, by Pap RA5 Self. And I'll tell you something, it's coming in really nice. Obviously you can tell this is starting to harden. If I just swizzle it round so you can see the old leaves. It's quite a nice plant, it does come in quite long. I think Pap RA5 is long anyway, and I think the Carla is long anyway. So we're getting some really cool results, and it is taking longer for those veins to come in. But I do like him. I do like him. Behind him we have NSE Carla Blacki, and it upsets me that his new leaf looks a little bit dodgy. I think Ben has chopped his bottom off while I was away, basically helping out my parents up north. And it's not the happiest it's ever been. You can tell there it's just not the right colour. I can tell you this because the older leaf that came out deformed is that colour. That is black as all hell. That is NSE Carla Blacki. It is wonderful. Obviously, these plants are young, so it's going to take a little while for them to look amazing. But generally, I think the next leaf is going to be a combination of this and obviously this beautiful colour. I mean, that is black. That is probably the blackest Carla that I have because the next one is beautiful, but it is quite black. On camera, it's going to look just as black as the other one, but it's not quite there. It's not quite there with the NSA, but it's close. So this beautiful Carla here, I got from Granthuriums as a gift, and I'm so privileged. This one, what was it? It is, sorry, I'm having to read a shiny tag, guys. Anthurium Carla Blacki round by GPH 001 by, or is it just that? I can't tell. Sorry, I can't tell the tag stuck in there. I need 2 hands. But I did haul this a while ago. It's done really, really well. Minimal damage, we're looking at just that little bit there. And that was the newest leaf when it was shipping to me, but it did come out a little bit funky in shipping, so that's fine. So we turn him round and we keep him there. What a beautiful Carla Blacki, honestly. I know a lot of people think that they're just posh crystallinum, but there is a difference. Like, that is different. This here is definitely different. Do you know what I mean? Like, look at that. That is different. I love this plant. I can't wait for this plant. So another Carla Blacki I have, which is actually surprisingly less impressive. Just 'cause I think it's not as dark, like it doesn't come through as dark, is this guy here. Which one was this? This is from Smucky. Anthurium Carla Blacki OG5 by RA4. What I will say is the emergence on this are so gorgeous. They're like a beautiful hot pink. They really are stunning. So, I mean, worth it for the emergence alone. But you can see there, they're like the variation of Carlas. I do keep my Carlas together. Those are all the Carlas I own. I know that's not pure Carla, but you get the point. And I do have another very sexy one on its way. I have one on its way to me. It's a very good, I don't want to say prestigious Carla Blacki, but it sort of is. And I'm very excited to add it in this corner. Right. So the organisation, because there is actually a level of organisation to this, believe it or not, we're now going to move into Anthurium /BVAP. And then we have like a couple of rogues here. So it's a hybrid, this one. You might be able to see on the tag what it is. It's Anthurium forgetii dark form by BVEP, so Anthurium P1. And it's coming in. It looks, I don't know, it sort of probably looks more like the Anthurium, I think. This is the emergent on it. It's nice. It's not my favourite. I wouldn't say it was boring, but I wouldn't say it was, the sexiest thing on planet Earth. But he's nice. He's growing really well. Again, he's growing just like all the rest of them are. They're all rooting very, very well, to be honest. This guy here, though, I really have a thing for, guys. I have a thing for him. So, this is the P1. This is what that forgetii, cross behind me is mixed with. And I love this because the genes on this are so pillowy, so long. The plant grows really stout. It's got really nice veining. And I'm a massive fan of it. I absolutely love this plant so much. I think it's going to be great to breed with that just because I think the genetics are really strong. It feels like an easy, Anthurium to have, if you know what I mean. I can just tell. Look, I've done this job for 6 years now. It's easy. For me, it's easy. And I'm noticing a big difference. So I love him and I can't wait to breed with him. And he is very nice. So that beside him is arguably my favourite thing on planet Earth. I'll just move this one out of the way. This here is my amazing BVEP, RF1 by Darkstar. It's from Anthuriums, but I bought this from Smucky. It did have another tag in, but I've butt cut it to have a backup, basically. So the other tag is with the other plant. But you can just see here, it's starting to get the Darkstar vibes. It is very dark. I don't know if you can tell compared to, say, the P1 here. I promise it is darker. See that there? There. You can see it's dark. So that's going to be uber sexy when that comes in. It is a shame about this little random hole. Not sure what's going on there. But it's very pretty and we love him. Love, 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 love. When I went to Smucky in the Netherlands, she said to me, Avita said to me, is there anything you're looking for? And I was like, yep, this plant. So luckily, I got that. You can totally see that it's starting to come in and I'm really, really excited about that. Right, we'll move him back. What are you, son? Oh, Anthurium Oliver. Yes. This is doing something real weird though, guys. Can you see this? I mean, don't get me wrong. I am not complaining, but look what it's done. It's fired off is that 3 growth points? So, yeah. We will definitely go with that. It's taken a while because it took a beating when I got it. Absolute beating. So this is the new leaf since, and it's better, it's darker, it's healthy enough. And then we've got some weird stuff sort of happening there. So, not sure what's going on, but I love it. I love it. Right, this is exciting, and this has grown so fast, so fast. You see what is on the tag there? This is Anthurium hoffmannii Blood Moon, but it's Australian type. And it's very, very good because even though it is so young, we have the most clear-cut, gorgeous red inserts. Little red eyes on it. And it's going to be bloody gorgeous when it gets bigger. Look how dark it is as well. This is a really good quality one. Now, I'm not shitting on Blood Moon, but I do see a big quality difference between specimens. They're not, in my opinion, they're not all created equal. So a lot of them, I'm really not seeing a super nice red insert like that. And you've got to look at how young this is. That's my thumb. It's not an old plant. These leaves are very small. And it's giving this wonderful, there you go, red insertion. So I think that's going to be absolutely incredible. If you don't know what these look like when they're big, Google them. You will just die. You'll just die. They're amazing. So behind that, another thing I've noticed that these plants are not created equal. He's pointing down just because of where he was when he was downstairs. So he's yet to sort of come up and find the light. But this is my amazing Anthurium guineala. And it's amazing. It's just, it's so dark and sexy. Comes in this really beautiful chocolatey colour. And it hardens off, guys, literally. It hardens off so dark. You see, it's not quite as dark as the Darkstar, see? You can see a bit of a difference. But it hardens off super, super, super dark. And I love him so much. Sorry, I'm struggling to get around the poles of the tent. He's such a beautiful plant. So he's just going to be gorgeous. I'm obsessed with him. I love him. So that there is this first sort of section on this side of the tent, right? So I did try and create some kind of system. I did. And basically the tea is Carla Blacki, BVP, and then we just sort of go into like dark things. So if you like your dark anthurium like me, you might enjoy some of this. So first thing here, I found this online and I loved it. It's called Scorpion King, Anthurium Scorpion King. This is so young, so you have to use your imagination, but that's the emergent on the super young plant. It comes in kind of like a purpley brown colour. And it's really gorgeous, honestly. I know, again, it's young, so it's not hardening off too much. This is the thing with anthurium, you just have to kind of, I don't know, you just kind of have to trust the process, don't you? You can see an old leaf there. Honestly, it's beautiful, and I'm really excited by this. But hopefully the emergent does show you that it will be quite sexy. I don't know, I hope it does. Behind that, can't really not talk about him. My amazing Ralph Lineham. That's an older leaf that got upset. I remember mentioning it in a video. It got upset by my grow lights downstairs because it was too close. But they come out super dark, super lovely. That's the newest leaf that's on its way out. And it's already not a million miles off the old one. So I think it's going to be a real banger. He's absolutely wonderful. He's got lovely wide lobes. Like, here's an older leaf that it shipped to me with. Yeah, as you can see, it's completely, it's not the best time. I wouldn't say it was the easiest plant in the world. But the two new leaves I've had have done okay, because this wasn't out up here. So we'll see how this leaf does and how he enjoys himself. So he just sits at the back, and I love him so much. He's going to make such good babies. So I love this plant. Do you like this? I love this. This here, and we will get to the parents because I do have both parents. I'll show you the parents immediately after this. So this here is Anthurium Velvet Cobra by Beevit, Black Velvet Indotype. And it's so long and sexy and black. I actually really like that. That's a slightly older leaf there. Again, those are leaves, the green ones that it came to me with. This one's held its colour though. I'm really excited about that. And I'm hoping we're not under too much light, basically. Hopefully we're fine. Oh, my camera. My camera's getting upset with me. It's saying it's hot. I'm worried about this. Happening. Anyway, hopefully we don't cut out. If we do, I will have to take a break and come back. So this plant here, maybe you can tell, it says Anthurium Beevit, Black Velvet Indotype, because it's one of the parents, obviously, of this guy here. Now, it doesn't look that black here, I think, because everything's just sort of dark. Like the Ralph Lineham is clearly darker. But this here is Beevit, and it is amazing. It has the most lovely coffin shape when it comes in. And it's lovely and dark and long and sexy. And this beautiful star shape at the top is also very nice. It does have a leaf on the way. Oh, can't show it very well. Apologies, but that is on its way in. We'll pop him down there, let him be, because he has a place to live for a reason. Next to him, we have Velvet Cobra. Now, what I will say here is that it's not normally that round. That's come out with me, and it came out, if you remember, it suffered a big time not long after it had been shipped in. It had no roots or anything. Needless to say, it's fine now. I mean, we've had some roots come out of the pot that have died because they got too dry. But generally speaking, it is fine. It's come out with a really round leaf, and normally they are longer. So that's interesting, and you can probably tell by that they are normally longer. So I'm expecting the next leaf to come out, a little bit longer, I would hope. Next to that, I mean, this could be the blackest plant I have that isn't a Carla Blacki. This is Anthurium, what is it? Black Widow 13 by 43 from Doc Block by Red Velvet Cake. And it's wonderful. And literally, I don't know if I can get it in the frame with other dark things so you can see how black it is. It's a black boy. I could do clones of this, to be honest. I think it could be quite nice. I think people would want that. Is it super Black Widowy? No. But it is nice. I mean, it's a little bit Black Widowy. It's not full on, but it is a little bit. And it stays super black. So love that for us. Absolutely love that for us. Right, I will move back in front just so you can see where we've done. We've done these 4 here. Then we've done these 2 here. So I'll talk about these 2. This was a freebie, I think. Maybe. No, it wasn't. I'm lying. I'm thinking of a different plant. This is Blackjack by X-Ray. Now, I have a Blackjack on the run below, but I don't have an X-Ray, so I can't really tell you much about it. But I can see that it's coming in very quickly, and it grows very, very fast. Very, 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 very fast. So you'll see Blackjack in a bit, but it's a very, very nice plant. reasonably minimal on the veining, but it is cool, and it's getting quite dark actually. That'll be the blackjack, I imagine. So this one here is, what is it? Is it BVP by, hang on. BVP by EOS Tazula, and that is a clone of, and it's coming through really nice. There's a new leaf coming through there. It's really lumpy and bumpy. It's really velvety and it's really dark, and I do quite like it. It's not my favourite in the whole world, but when you see it next to the anthuriums, it is different, and I like that for him. I like that for him. So, I love this section. Can you tell I love this section? So here we have Anthurium Red Vein Dark Phoenix. He's not the happiest he's ever been. He was happy for a good while and then he wasn't. So he's been repotted, and I mean like 2 days ago. So I hope to see him thrive a little bit more. So I'm sure he's fine. I think we just had a bit of a root problem. They probably died out because they were in moss or whatever. So we planted him up nice and big, and he will probably thrive. I think that's the new leaf there. So he's done all right. But next to him, we have basically not quite a sibling, but a larger version of him. Different plant, different genetics. But this is him here. And he's great. And honestly, if you've never seen a Red Vein Dark Phoenix before, now's your chance to get one. Those are your lovely red petioles. Really nice insertions here, look. Beautiful, beautiful red. Lovely red eyes. And then they come out, if you can tell, if I tilt the camera like that, you can see it's like a reddy purple colour. Not all of them have the purpley cast. A lot of them are a bit more reddy brown. That's what you're getting when you get selfs and, things like that, a little bit of variation. But honestly, he's absolutely great. We love him. So he lives here, as of yesterday anyway. He was downstairs, but now he lives here. Behind him, guys, you may have seen this on a haul. We have Anthurium BRV, which I believe, which way round is it? Can I see the tag? Hang on. 2 seconds. It's BVIT by RVDP. So it's BVIT, which we had here, this little guy, by RVDP, which would be this guy here. As you can see from the back anyway, we've got the same red stuff going on. We have arguably a bit of a stronger insertion. Maybe not as red, but definitely stronger. And a really cool shape that's given to us a little bit more by the BVIT, sorry. And this can come in very purple. I think the emergent is like a cool purpley red tone. It is a bit different from the Red Vein Dark Phoenix. Pretty sure this is one of a kind. It's one of a kind sort of named selected cross that I bought in. So we love him, and he's lovely and big. And I can't wait for him to give us some pollen because he's really nice. But how nice are these? If you take one thing from today and you think, oh, I really want to buy a sexy anthurium. Honestly, guys, if veins aren't your thing, I would honestly say Red Vein Dark Phoenix. I actually really would. Sorry, don't mind this. It's not a wire. It's the, it's Mysterious Dark Boy just making his way in. That's how red he is. He's about as red as the Red Vein. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. So, that is all of the second run. Oh, on a mention, obviously, if you like muted, then go for that. If you want something veiny, something like this is nice. Some of the dock blocks are very nice. It's the only dock block I think I have. Carla Black Eye are obviously great, but they can be very expensive, and it depends if you care. You might look at that and think, don't really care, but something like that guy there, you think, yeah, perfect, love him, or maybe something like that, a hybrid, you know what I mean? But there are options, guys, there are options. Right, moving a run below, shall we? Okay, the run below. Let me kneel down a little bit and I will do my best to talk about what's going on. So here we have two, they're not quite no IDs. I think it's Magnificum Verde, although I don't think that one is. The one behind could be. I can't remember. One of them is. That's saying it's Mag Verde, so I want to believe it really. It does look like it, to be honest. It doesn't really matter because I probably won't sell them, or if I sell them, obviously, I'll just have to say, yo, probably a no ID. Whatever, really. So here in this small section is my more veinier, the veiny bunch, we could call them, I suppose. I'm not as much of a fan of veins on things. I do like the more minimal anthurium, as case in point you've seen so far. But this here it's anthurium, is it Muchulus? With, was it Papilolaminum? However, in our experience, Ben was looking at this, he said that they don't typically come in this colour, and he's wondering if it's accidentally not, and it's like a red crystal cross or something else. Not sure. I don't personally care because I can't stand it because look how nasty and curly it is. That's not malnutrition. That's just how the thing grows. It's not for me. I've said a million times, it's not for me. You can bash that all you want. I could not care. I don't like it. I don't like it. Behind here, sorry, I'm just positioning myself. We have, it's alive, guys, my King of Clarinarium. I still can't say it. Oh my God, how many months in are we? Clarinervium. King of Clarinervium. He's not fully in yet. He's got more veins than that, especially down the middle. If you've seen pictures of him before. Has a new one got him? Yeah, the new one's starting to come in there, look. I don't know what was going on with that leaf. He notoriously keeps dying. Now he's back. Let's hope he doesn't die again. I would have repotted him, but considering he's growing and he's not dead, I thought I'd just keep him in that pot and hopefully he will survive. So, that's something I missed off the top. This here is Anthurium Fairchild crystallinum. Now, I still have the mother. It's at the top, but it was at the back and I didn't even see it when we were up there before. But I promise it is there. It's like a big 2-leafer. I might even have a picture on my Instagram of it. It does exist, but this is basically a clone of it just growing out. And I'll tell you something, it's so strong. Look how many leaves it's kept on itself. It's done really, really well. I love it. I love it. Beneath that, oh, I love this plant, tell you something. This is a book cut of the anthurium I have downstairs, as you might be able to see. This is NSE Red Crystallinum, the original, and I've had this one for years. So as I mentioned, that is a book cut and it's growing out of it. I've sold 2 clones of this already on my Instagram. This is kind of what it arrives at. I think it might be wanting to harden off, but it comes in like a really hot pinky purpley type emergent and it hardens off darker basically. It will actually stay purple when it's hardened off. This is getting there, but it's obviously very young, so it's not reaching its full, dark purpley cast yet, but it will. It will get bigger and it will live its best life. This here, I need to get rid of this. It's not red crystallinum. It was sold to me years ago from Indonesia as red crystallinum. And yeah, right, it's different. It is different to a standard crystallinum, but it's not a red crystallinum, in my humble opinion. I mean, you've got that, and then you've got that. You see what I'm saying? So at some point I need to sell him. If you're interested in him, let me know, and I'll happily sell him to you. I just want him gone. He's taking up space. In front of that, we have our wonderful variegated Papilolaminum guniala, and it's wonderful. So that's one of the leaves. But the thing that happens in temperatures, at least I think it's temperature, the variegation can turn a bit pink and a bit stressed, and I love it. I love it. I've bought in a very special variegated anthurium that you will not see today because it arrives either today or tomorrow. That is, I think it should be pink variegated, and I'm very excited by that. You can see, I don't know if you can see on camera, this was all yellow, right? And it's gone into like a golden colour, but that's almost turning pinky there. So I have a theory that it's heat that does this with a lot of things, but I think heat is making things pinkier in the world of anthurium. I could be wrong, and I'm glad, I'm glad to be corrected. But I have my suspicions, guys. I have my suspicions. Sorry, I'm so uncomfortable here. Right, what have we got? What have we got? Fort Sherman by Red Vein Dog Phoenix. Looking cutesy, looking a bit battered. Don't know how. But that's him there. That's a cross of the Fort Sherman that we had on the top run and the beautiful Red Vein Dog Phoenix, which honestly everyone needs to go out and buy. I absolutely love them. And you should be able to find Red Vein Dog Phoenix, by the way. It shouldn't be too difficult for you. This here, oh my God, I'm so happy about this, right? So I got this from Smucky. It's Anthurium Dressleri NSE Obsidian by RG, so Rio Guanche or whatever it is. And I was warned that it probably won't grow very well at all, and look at it. It's done really well. So I got it with these 3 small leaves here, but then look what I get. I get this, and I thought it was going to melt, and it hasn't, and it's giving me a big leaf. So I'm really excited about that. Really excited about that. It's the only Dressleri, I think, that I have. I mean, if I had another one, it should be down here, and it isn't, so fair enough. This here, I'll show you the tag. You see that? It's Papilolaminum Exceed, and it's young, but you can hopefully see the genetics that want to come in. That's going to be very good when it's big. I'll show you again this tag, because it is the best representation I can show you. See that? Love that for me. Love that for me. So, sorry, this is quite difficult because I'm having to kneel around things. So, this before, I mentioned Blackjack by X-Ray. This is Blackjack. And he is quite dark. He's a bit oil slicky, actually. But this is him when he comes in. So it's kind of like this chocolatey, kind of purpley vibe. You probably can't see the purple. Comes off in real life, but maybe not on camera, in fairness. He's really, really nice. He was a freebie, actually, I think, along with the hybrid that he's in with. But he's very, very sexy, and we love him. We do have, I've just spotted a bit of edema there. That'll be when I was away, and I've not been able to water very well. Now, this is very exciting, and I don't know if anybody's going to care or not, actually. But this is Ben's favourite plant. This is Ben's favourite plant in the whole tent. This is Mr. Mysterious EZ by itself, and it's really, really cool. It's young, but it's showing some beautiful genetics. Look, absolutely beautiful genetics. I can't remember the parents. I have them written down, don't worry. But it's really, really cool. It's got some nice backing on it. Some really nice texture, and it comes through really lumpy and bumpy, which we love. We love him. So that there is all of that shelf with my variegated stuff, my veiny stuff, my other bits, like my dressleries and stuff like that. Now then, this gets quite interesting. This is another favourite row of mine. So, here we have, can you see? This is Anthurium. It's basically Dock Block Black Widow. It's 13 by 43. And you're just going to have to trust me when I say that this one is true to type. Okay, I promise it is true to type. It's true basically to the original Black Widow. It looks basically the same. Really nice wide shoulders and what have you. That's why I called it Black Widow TTT. It's my internal thing basically for true to type. Yeah, you're just going to have to trust me, guys, that it doesn't have secondaries. Trust me, I paid a lot of money for it. Hopefully you can actually tell there that it doesn't have secondaries. Really, really nice. Behind him, honestly, I like this one more. I like this one more. This is another Black Widow, 13 by 43. And it kind of takes after what I presume 43 looks like. So 13, I think, is the classic looking Black Widow. And 43, it's kind of like a long, really long, dark black thing. And if you can see the amazingness coming in here, look, on this new leaf. No secondaries, again. But it comes through this amazing dark colour. Like, that's the leaf I got it, I paid for it with, basically. But can you see this here on the old leaf? There you go. I know it's a bit wonky, fair enough. It came out touching a petiole at the time. But look how black it is. When that's big, that's going to look fucking incredible. So, new leaf on that bad lad. Just going to leave him there and do his thing. So I keep my two Black Widows together. I mean, yeah, it'll be a long time before you see, great things from them. I mean, quicker from that, let's be fair. But this one will take longer. Oh, sorry, I've got a gnat. God damn it. Anyway, moving on from that, I have two of them. I have one there, and if I just move this plant here, I have one there. So I have that and that. This is Anthurium SP Chocolate, and I'll show you, let me put this back, show you this one first. It doesn't look like too much on camera. This is a really annoying one that doesn't throw very well on camera, and you can't tell that it's different, but I promise it is. So it's got lovely dark backing on it, like this, and a little bit of a red insertion. It's like a crystallinum in a way, but it's super muted. There's not a lot there, and the emergents come in absolutely stunning. So I know this is nice and chocolatey, but they come in even better than that. And there is actually one unfurling there, can you see? On the same plant, hopefully you can. Let me pick this up. It's probably been watered, so it's going to drip everywhere. They come in really nice with a lovely emergent. And the older they get, the darker they get. And they look like a really dark, almost oil slicky kind of vibe when they come in. I've got one downstairs on my living room, on my living wall type thing, whatever you want to call that. And it looks super, super dark. Like it's almost dark blue. It's really odd. But that's two of them. I'm keeping them as backups because they don't grow the best, gonna be honest. They're a little bit annoying to grow. But hopefully there, in that shot there against the greens of the other plant, you can see that they are chocolatey. And they remain chocolatey. Don't know how easy that is to see. But they're there and they're very cute. Next to that, we have NSE Portilli, which hasn't grown so much, actually. I think did that not come out with me? That must have, because I think that was there when it shipped. But it's got a new leaf anyway coming. But this is really, really nice plant. Lovely wide lobes, nice and long, beautiful veining. That's going to be a very sexy one there. Loads of people have asked me about this. Loads of people love this. This here is Anthurium Juggernaut. Don't know what the parents are, presumably some kind of pap. This is a long boy. Look at him. Look at him. He is absolutely incredible. I know you're going to say, you're going to be like, oh, there's Queen Anthurium in there. I don't believe there is at all. I think it is literally a long, a nice long pap. In fact, can Warrock even cross with pap? I'm not sure. But it's some kind of pap or pap mutation or anything. I have another one next to it that, honestly, I think it was sold to us as a clone, but honestly, guys, I think it was a self because it's just not quite the same. Like, personally, I can see a difference between the two plants, and I did say this when I hold them in. Doesn't inherently make that a bad plant. It's just, that's what I want. Like, even the density of the plant, how many leaves it keeps and everything like that. I'm obsessed with it. So I absolutely love that. Probably definitely breed with that. I'll be looking for some sexy stuff to breed with. If I cross that with my Ralph Linam, oh my God, can you imagine? In fact, I'll probably definitely cross it with the Ralph Linam. So in front of that, I've got two very cool plants, and I do have two of them, but they're not quite together. So this here is from Curious Plants over in the Netherlands, and it's Bessie Black Pillow. This is a self, so it won't look identical, but it's a super, super dark Bessie, and I literally, look how young it is and how dark it is. That is hardened off now. That is very dark plant. Very, very dark for a Bessie, and it's so young as well. I'll just show you compared to other stuff. It's really, really nice plant. Next to that, we have that crossed with, was it Fort Sherman? Yeah, that's Black Pillow with Fort Sherman. Looks nice, it's kept the dark, but it's just a bit more of an elongated heart shape. In the corner though here, I have another self of Black Pillow, and look at this. Look at this, it's a genuinely amazing plant. I love that. I was desperate for that. I'm so glad that I got that. I think there is a waiting list for these, by the way. So if you are interested, contact Curious Plants in the Netherlands, and hopefully you'll get your hands on one. I'll touch on this really quick. This is another freebie. This is, I've not got it in the camera. This is Bevet by Pap Naomi, and it's quite interesting. I've not seen Pap Naomi, even though I've got a couple of hybrids with it. It's very chocolatey and browny and different. It's a really weird tone. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on camera, but put it next to something green, then sometimes you can tell better. It's interesting, that one. Really, really chocolatey, but I don't know anything about it, and I've just sort of put it here and let it live its best life, basically. On that, we have a clone of what is flowering at the top that I mentioned earlier that I'm going to do clones of. This is my Bigfoot Blue Pap cross. And I love it. And it does produce quite a nice shape. Not quite as nice as the one on the top. It's a bit less circular. The plant on the top definitely has wonderful genetics, and I think they're a little bit better than this. But this is still very, very pretty plant. And it does come in like a chocolatey colour, and it does harden down to like a blue colour. It's nice. Hopefully you can see there the blue cast compared to the green of that plant. So it's very, very pretty. Right. Let me go to the bottom shelf, because this is going to be quite hard to do. Right, I'm going to do the best here, given I've got a bad back, as everyone probably knows by now. I will do my best to show you all of these plants, but I might struggle, so you're going to have to bear with me, guys, okay? So up front, I'm going to sell one of these. I don't think it's going to be this one. I think I'll sell the other one. I'll have to pick them up because that hurts to lean over. This is... It's Goliath by Forgetii, originally from Cartel Dawn. I've grown it out, and basically I've got this, and I've got another one of it because I took it from a butt cut, and it grew two from me. So I've got two clones, basically. That's what he looks like, and I really like him, you know. So yeah, I'm going to sell one of them. I mean, I could sell the big one if people are interested, as they are clones anyway. So let me know if you're in the UK and you fancy it. Maybe I could sell it. It's rooted really well, by the way. It's done so beautifully. Just pop him back there. This here annoys me because I can't remember which way around it is, so I'd have to ask Ben, and he finds out in his Facebook DMs. This is, I know what the cross is, I just don't know which way around it is. So it's Black Widow by Magnificum, I think. And you can sort of see what's going on because these veins are very T-shaped. And you can see it's not quite Magnificum. Do you see what I mean? It's gone a bit weird. So it is a nice cross. It does nothing for me personally. There you go. You can see more Magnificum there. It is nice. You can see Black Widow earlier on, and then it sort of turns more mag as it gets older. It's nice enough. It's just not for me. I don't really care for it, to be honest. I'm going to leave him there, though, because... Just want to look at the back. There in the corner, that's the other... What was it? Goliath by Forgetty Eye. What was it? Whichever one I said it was. What did I say it was? Yeah, Goliath by Forgetty Eye. It's the second one of that. Let's actually turn this round so that emergent can get some light. Next to that, you can probably, hopefully see, it's Tazula Ace of Spades by Goliath, and I bought that as a £30 seedling, and it's growing up to be really, really nice. And I think it's got quite nice genes, so we'll see how he goes. Hopefully he's nice, because I love Goliath, and I love Tazula AOS, really. So I'll put that there. I'll put this guy back in. Sorry guys, please bear with me. It does hurt to lean forward, so I'm having to do this slightly differently. What is he? What is he? What is he? He could be a freebie. And he's not been properly repotted yet because we've just not had time. But this is, what is it? What is it? What is it? Port by Daniel. So it's a kind of Portilli. But it could be like Pap Daniel. That's what he looks like. He's a bit underwhelming, I appreciate. Behind him, this is done very well. Can you see him? Now, this might not, sorry, not tilting the camera properly. This might not look great because I caught him when he was about to die from being underwatered. So he might come out a bit funky and stay funky. But this here is Pap Regardens by Self. And he's not very old at all. I got him as a teeny weeny little chunk. So he's growing out really quick though. I will say that. He's quite a fast grower. And every time I look at him, I think he's a Dresslery. And it does annoy me. Because he isn't. But you know. I'll pull this next guy forward. This guy, as you might be able to see, is Anthurium Red Spider. And he's starting to get spidery. That's an old leaf there. If I tilt him, you can sort of see that he is red spidering. I do have another one that I will show you in a second. That's one of them. It's very slow plants, I think, personally. Very, very slow plants. They're not the quickest plants at all. So if you want one, they seem a bit finicky and they seem a bit slow, but the other one I'm going to show you is even better. I'll take a quick break from that just because he's here. This is Anthurium. It's a clone of Worldwide by Curious Plants when I went over there, and he's done very well. I think it's good progression on that look, and that's his newest leaf, obviously. He's pretty cool because he's got like a basic, like complete broad shoulders. We love that for us. Pop him down. And we have, this is exciting me. So this is also from Curious Plants, and it's the red spider. I think it's originally come from Cartel. I think, did he say it was a clone from Cartels? And honestly, you can sort of see, that's the newest leaf. He's going to be so pleased about this. It's starting to look like a red spider look. It's finally starting to look like a red spider. There's the red insertion there. It's gone this cool browny tone, and there is some veining in there. It's looking great. Obviously the older leaves don't, but now we're starting to get the genes, and I'm really, really pleased about it, to be honest. Right, what else we got? What is this? Oh, this was a freebie I got. This is Pap Naomi by Forgetty Eye Green. I probably will sell this one just because I'm short on space, but that's what that looks like. So if you're interested in that one, please feel free to get in touch with me if you're in the UK, and I will sell him. But he's pretty enough. He's grown really well, to be fair. But I am really full up, as you've probably seen in this tent. This here was a freebie given to Ben, actually, when we were over at Curious Plants. Because he loves luxurians, Ben. I don't know what it is, but he just loves Anthurium luxurians, and anything with it in, he loves it. So this is Papilolaminum. Sorry, no, it's not. It's Anthurium luxurians crossed with Papilolaminum Fort Sherman. So let's see what it does to that. I mean, so far, I think the shape is kicking in with mainly luxurians veining. And it is very, very cute. So I'll pop him there. We will pop Mr. Worldwide back in. So they just kind of sit here like this on this side. Okay, so that'll be the blink of an eye for you. And you're probably thinking, why am I stood in my hallway with my cats? It's because the camera died in the tent because the temperature was so high. So I thought before I go back in, I will just show you the little kitty cats, because I literally, guys, I put the camera in the fridge for 10 minutes and then I thought, okay, I'm just going to go out and run some errands and then I'll come back. But, because I know you never get to see him, you've not been on camera for a while, have you, baby? This is Teddy, my beautiful British short hair boy. How old are you now, son? You about 2? Don't think you're far over being 2 now. and his sibling brother, Billy. Billy. Hi, baby. Billy, who is the same age because he's a little mate and he's very cute. You're going to roll over or you're going to be weird? No, you're going to roll over. Yes, I know. Oh, I know. He's been like literally, why is there a camera? He's looking at me funny. Hi, baby. Normally he'll fully roll over, but he's not quite there. Hey, baby. He's a little bit fat at the minute, actually. I'm putting him on a slight diet because what happens is he eats his food, then he eats his brother's and pushes him out the way. So he's got a bit fat and his brother's maybe a little bit skinny because he's got big pooch here. He's about 6.1 kg, but for a British short hair, it's not bad, to be honest. But I would just prefer him to be a little bit lighter because he's getting a bit greedy, aren't you, babes? Aren't you, baby boy? Have a look at your little face. Oh, look at you. Aren't you pretty? Aren't you pretty? Yes, you is. Should we see your brother again before we go back in and do this bottom shelf? Oh, lovely. Yeah, well, I think that's our cue, guys. And then back to you. You want to give me your belly a little bit? I'm a bit confused with the camera. He's like, what is going on? Normally they roll over straight off. Normally if I walk past, to be honest, they'll roll over or they'll stick their arm out to touch me. No, we don't like the camera, do we not? We don't like the camera. No, he's not sure. I can tell by his face. You're not so sure, are you? Hey? He looks so dark, but it's because of the light coming from the bathroom. Anyway, let's resume. Right, where were we? Because again, it's been a split second for you. It's been a few hours for me. I believe we had done all of this. We just finished down there. So the only bit left, guys, is down here. So what do we have? Here we have a Papillolemonum X1, which I'm sure it will turn out great, but I've yet to be kind of enamoured by it, to be honest. It does have a bit of shit on it from moss, so don't worry about anything weird that you see. It's not thrips, it's not anything weird. It is just bits of moss, really, because it was in moss and it's been very, very recently repotted. Yeah, it has. As of like literally 2 days ago. We have a bottom cut of the Mr. Mysterious that you saw earlier. In the back there, don't mind him. He was just a prop of Dark Forgetty Eye I took where he unravelled a bit funky. I think he dropped off the shelf as well and he just got completely screwed over. But he's grown and he's all sexy, so really this should be cut off. We have Fort Sherman by X1 in the background, and you know what? That hates me. That's never done well at any point in time. What else do we have here? Blackjack by X-Ray, again. Do we have another one of those? We did, yeah, so this could be, yeah, it's a butt cut. It's the bottom of the plant. That makes a lot of sense. So that's him there. Oh, this is interesting. So here we have I'm going to call it a rare hybrid. Personally, I've never seen them crossed. So this is Macrolobium, Anthurium Macrolobium, crossed with King of Clarinervium. Oh my God. You know what? One day, guys, one day I'll get there. I have 3 of them. So behind it, you'll see there a number, what's that? Number 1. So I've got 1, I've got 2, and I've got 3. Number 3 is the weakest. Where is number 3? Sorry, I'm just looking at it. Yeah, number 3 is in the very, very back over there. I kind of labelled them according to what was the strongest. But it takes a long time to produce hybrids of Anthurium in that family, in the Clarinervium family. I can't remember what section it's in, but basically within that section, it's the seeds take a long time. It's like basically a year to come to fruition. So they're quite special that I have 3 of them. So I'm basically going to grow them out and eventually I'll clone them or whatever, because no one's really crossed them before. So, or if they have crossed them, I can't see them by like searching on the internet. Right, back there, see these 2 next to each other? Clones of the same plant. It's Anthurium Dark Phoenix. And for some reason, guys, this plant cannot stand me. It cannot stand me at all. It just doesn't like life. So that looks okay. That looks absolutely hideous. I've tried different substrates. It actually seems to be a little bit difficult. And I don't really get why. But that's those two there. Again, this whole side, guys, it is just a mess of propagations because, like, Ben's done all of them. You can tell by the tags and everything. This here is King of Spades by, I'm assuming, Pap Daniel. I don't know if this was a freebie or not. It could have been. I think there's 2 in there. We've not bothered to give them different pots just to let them do what they're going to do. It's nice enough. It's just not super, I don't know. I don't think it's super special. Here, more than happy to sell these. This one plant, yeah, this is a baby dark forgetti. It will be a clone, I can guarantee it. That's why it's in here. I think, what's that one? Forgetti dark form, so it's the same plant. Very occasionally with these dark forms, you do get a little bit of a silver line down the middle, but it never becomes anything more than that, if that makes sense. It always stays quite muted. So there's another clone there beside it. So I do have a few dark forgetti clones if you're looking for one. King of Clarinervium there that just doesn't want to do much, typical. And this here, I've called it, I need to name it a bit better, Bessiaf Type B Long. That is basically that there that I showed you at the beginning of the video, but the leaves were so big and so frazzled because they're in leca and they basically got underwatered too much. I've cut the leaves off and I'm just going to let it grow back. So as soon as it gets big, I'll move it. Now that's that. It's more dark forgetti, look. In the back, I think that's a Mr. Mysterious in that dome cup there. Then we have various things that Ben has done. And I'm seeing these for the first time because I actually don't know what he's done. That says, oh, that's Anthurium Grim Reaper. That's never done well. It's never done well since I've had it in. What else we've got? Clone of Juggernaut. These are probably going to be butt cuts, all of them. Got Blood Moon next to that. Got Mr. Worldwide. We've got, what does that say? The hell does that say? Oh, it's Granthurium's plant that he gave me, the Carla, one of them there. And he's actually written on the tag, it's a clone. It says, don't complain. Because I didn't want that plant to be cut, but he's obviously cut it while I've been away, so I love that. BVIT by RVDP. Oh, he's right, okay, he's taken a butt cut there of the BRV at the top. That's fair enough. So yeah, he's done some butt cuts of some different things. But that's basically, guys, the bottom shelf. So we've kind of, let me get up. We've kind of done them all. So favourites for me in the entire tent are definitely this Carla Blacki here, the one that Granthuriums gave to me, because that is absolutely stunning. I still love my NSE and I'm very curious to see how that one pans out. Love my Dark Star, also from Granthuriums. Shout out to Granthuriums. What else? I like my Blood Moon, but I wouldn't say it was a favourite. I'm sure it will get that way when it gets bigger. Scorpion King is not a favourite yet because it's not big enough, but it will be because I picked this one out because I saw the main picture of it on Instagram and I was very excited. Obviously the Ralph Lynam has to be a favourite. What else? I mean, this guy, again, buy yourself one. If you're into Anthurium and you're like, listen, I want the bougie Anthurium. I don't know what I want. I don't want a dock block. I'm telling you, Red Vein Dark Phoenix, get one, pick one up. I do like the Black Widow, but it's not favourite. Oh, Juggernaut. 100% Juggernaut. What else? This particular Black Widow probably is a favourite as well. Over here, you know what? I'm going to go with NSE Red because I love it so much. And I know it does look very similar to Doc Block, but it isn't. It is NSE. I got it from Enid Direct, so. And I think that's it, really. Again, like, obviously there's loads of stuff everywhere, and eventually my plan is this kind of won't be here, and it will all be pretty much Anthurium anyway. Obviously the Variegate Gloriosum and stuff I'll be propagating for a long time. But a lot of, like, the bits and bobs, you know, like the Atabapoense and stuff like that, I just want gone. It's not something I want to, I don't want to say deal with anymore, but you get my point. Again, all of this is going to go. What else? The Monstera, I mean, I will still trade in mints and white monster and stuff, but the others, the green on green, maybe not. I don't know. So if you see anything you like and you're in the UK, just let me know. I'm not really going to be cloning any of these for you. But the things I've mentioned in the video, you know, fair enough. And that about does it, guys, for my tour. Thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to do this. I'm now going to zip up this tent because we've gone from, this morning, It's probably a similar temperature, but it was 90%. So because I've had the tent open this long and I've had it open for hours now, we've dropped. But that's okay. I'm going to close up the tent and keep everything nice and toasty. Until next time, guys, if you like this video, please leave a like down below. It lets me know that I make content that you enjoy. Special shout out to Squarespace, the sponsor of this video. Love them. I go on about them all the time. Please click that link and give them a try. And I guess I will see you in the next video where I think I may have some really sexy anthurium coming in. A couple of holy grails maybe, I'm not sure. Tune in next time and find out what they are. I'm just waiting on them arriving, probably in the next day or so. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.